You know what? It really helps is to turn your microphone on. Anyway, this is CannoliSasquatch here. Testing out a new setup, I guess you can say. A future setup that probably will take place here shortly when I have to take the equipment behind me to a new location soon. So I have my fan to the left. I got my computer set up behind me. This is what it's going to look like. I'm going to go ahead and fancy it up a little bit here eventually. But let me change some of the lighting here a little bit. So anyway, yeah, so just going ahead and doing a quick Monday live stream just to see how everybody's doing, how everybody's Monday went. I hate Mondays. Mondays are the worst. I'll never get used to Mondays. I don't want to get used to Mondays. Doesn't matter how many years I've been working and living. I don't like Monday, ever. I'll never get used to it. Mondays to me are just, I don't know, they're incomprehensible. I just can't stand them. I don't know what it is about Mondays that well, I know what it is. You get used to having time off on the weekend, doing things you want to do with your family, with your friends, watching movies, playing games, going out, going on vacation, like small little short vacations. It sucks. You never get mentally used to Mondays. Mondays are terrible. So anyway, that's my Monday rant to start off. But yeah, again, it's just a mental thing. I just can't, I wake up. I have a hard time waking up on Monday morning. And when I do wake up, I always try to tell myself every single Monday, this Monday is going to be different. It's going to be better. I'm just going to get through the day, and then the week will fly by. Generally, the week does go quick after the first day of the week. For the most part, it's just the rest of it. That whole day on Monday just absolutely is terrible. It's terrifying. You never get into a groove mentally, and it's really weird. You go to bed Monday night because you're exhausted. You wake up Tuesday. I don't know if everybody else feels this way, and then you're fine. Like, you're not happy. Sometimes you have to work, but you're still okay. It's really weird. I don't know how to put it into words. I think you just have to experience it. I think it's the same way for people who go to school full time or when you're younger. You look forward to Friday night. It's the best night of the week. Friday night is the absolute best night of the week by far, because it just is. So, Friday nights are great. You have that instant anticipation. You got the weekend coming up. You have, Saturday and Sunday around the corner, and then everything else. Show off my shirt. So I got this shirt, which I love. Stand up real quick. Well, you can't see it here, but it says, "Hey, you, drop this," and it's somebody's brain. That's basically how I feel about most people in the world right now, especially with some of the stories we're going to talk about. Really, this is going to be a quick Monday thing. I know it's late. Everybody's doing their thing with their families on Mondays. I only have 2 people watching, so I'm going to guess that's probably somebody in my family, and then my wife maybe. I got my AHA sparkling lime water, so I'm going to drink that. And we're doing okay. Can everybody hear me okay? Is the microphone working okay? Good. I got this new microphone. I'm trying to get this new setup. This is kind of going to be a temporary setup. I need some better lighting eventually. I'm trying to do this thing behind me here. And then I want to just go ahead and there we go. It's probably a little bit of better lighting now. Just want to go ahead and talk about some things. If you're listening or watching this in the comments, please go ahead and list some questions in the comments if you want. Just wanted to, like I said, do a quick personal little video. It's Monday. Home run derby's over for me because Pete Alonso got knocked out. He's a Met first baseman. He's out. I don't care anymore. I literally just don't care anymore. Once he got knocked out, I was done. So anyway, Mondays are terrible. They always will be terrible until maybe even when I'm retired. It's funny. My parents are retired. My grandparents used to even say this. Mondays were always bad. Even for them, it's just a mental thing. Why? It's literally the worst day of the week. Friday's the best day because you have the anticipation of having 2 days off. Saturdays are usually pretty good because that's when you get your stuff done, whether it's shopping or going out or doing whatever you got to do. Saturdays are great. Sundays, for most people, are kind of a heavy work day. And I don't mean like fit, like work as far as work, like your job. I mean, it's a day of getting prepared mentally for school or work. So you have that anticipation, not anticipation, you have that almost dread feeling of, oh boy, here we go. I got to get ready for school tomorrow. And then the funny thing is, on Sundays, you kind of watch the clock very carefully. You watch the clock very carefully. You get up early. I get up early on Sundays on purpose. So it feels like I extend my day even more. Sundays are just, I say if I wake up at 7 a.m., say. Maybe this is my OCD, my mental illness. I'm sitting there watching the clock. It's 8 o'clock, it's 9 o'clock. I'm usually okay until I get to about 2 p.m. Something happens at 2 p.m. with me mentally where something twists, it just turns for me. And I'm like, oh God, here we go. So now, wife, God bless her, is busy doing the laundry, whatever. We're trying to figure out what we're going to eat for dinner. And then when school starts, it's like, is the kids' homework done and this and that? You're kind of rushing the finish line to get your week started. And I can't stand Mondays or Sunday nights going into Mondays. It's that thing of, okay, it's 6 p.m., it's 7 p.m., it's 8 p.m. It's just like, oh God, here we go. So it's just that whole feeling of dread. Brings up a lot of bad feelings. But every other day is fine. But I woke up this morning and I felt tired. And I got this stupid watch, that tells you how long you slept. It says I only slept like 6.5 hours, which is probably about right. I never go to bed right away on a Sunday. And then plus we had thunderstorms. It sounded like, World War III was going on. The dog shaking in the bathroom. I got to make sure she's okay. I don't know. It's just chaos on Sunday nights into Mondays. And then I woke up and just in a kind of a grumpy mood and typical stuff. So I don't know what it is about Mondays. It's just absolutely garbage. And I don't like them ever. But it is what it is. Here we are, Monday night. I didn't plan on doing an actual live stream today. I just figured, what the hell. I could watch the same stuff on YouTube. I can watch the same stupid shows or movies that I normally watch. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to just come in here and be with you guys. And you can look at my sloppy background for now. There's just a lot going on. I'm going to remove this. Oh, excuse me. I don't need this anymore. Okay, we're good now. Maybe they don't like you either. Mondays don't like me because I curse at Mondays. I hate Mondays. Who likes Mondays? I want to meet the person who likes Mondays. I guarantee you there's something wrong with that person. Like, these are the people that are just, everything's sunshine and rainbows and the earth and be happy is great and life is great and look at everything positively. Yeah, okay, that's great. That's great. You're insane, but that's great. Yeah, Wednesday's okay. Let me rephrase. Somebody brought up a good point in the comments. Mondays are my least favorite days because it's just a new start to the week and you realize you have 5 days of crap. Wednesdays are my worst days. For some reason, the middle of the week for me is just a chaotic mess of crap. Every Wednesday. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's that whole what's that like that book, The Secret? You attract what you think. And I think Wednesdays every time is going to be a bad day, and it normally is. I don't know what it is. Maybe it is because it's the middle of the week and the industry I'm in for my job. It's very demanding. It's very frustrating. It's very frustrating. But anyway, it is what it is. The day's over. It's 7:30 p.m. my time here. Winding down for the day. I figure I'd do a quick hour here, maybe if I can last that long. I don't know who's watching this. There's only 2 people as usual. So I know it's probably the same 2 people, and those are the only 2 people that comment in my thing. But anyway, I planned on making a video today at some point, but it was just crazy today, and I was super tired. So I didn't make any videos. I just figured I'd do a live stream. So yeah, that's basically it. We had some crazy thunderstorms last night. It kept waking me up in the middle of the night. We need them. We need the rain. It's a nice change, but it's hot. It's hot as shit. It's muggy outside. It's very uncomfortable. I hate this time of year. I hate July. I used to like July when I was young. as an adult now in a warm climate state, extreme warm climate city state. I hate it. It's very uncomfortable. There's nothing fun about this at all. So anyway, real quick, I just wanted to go ahead and say thank you for the people who have subscribed to me, who are going to watch this video. Listen, I know this is not technically a professional podcast. We're working towards that eventually, hopefully. Eventually, I could afford real equipment, real camera, not use a crappy laptop for this. This laptop I'm using is going to be my future for this project for a while. This is going to be my new equipment. I have a cool, decent microphone. This isn't bad. I hope it looks good enough that it's coming through clear. So far, so good. So we'll see how this all goes in the future. In the next 2 weeks, I have to move the equipment behind me to another work location. Yay. I got to go work with the public face-to-face again. I'm not looking forward to that. If Craig's watching this, my boss, he feels my pain, but it's necessary for the company moving forward. So I'll do it for him because he treats me well. Yeah, other than that, it's like I said, typical Monday. So we're moving on to the week. The story of the weekend was not the story of the weekend. This was what was been talked about a lot today, and that was here, I'm going to share the screen here. That was the Thor Love and Thunder drop-off. Whoa, I don't know what happened here. Hold on a second. I'm going to fix that. Okay, I had the wrong thing up. Thor Love and Thunder. Okay, I don't know why it keeps doing that. What did I do wrong? Let's try this again. Thor Love and Thunder, Thor 4 now, is it? Is that what we're talking about here? Here we go. So you have this Thor movie that just came out, Thor 4. Okay, so it's close to, the $500 million mark. Worldwide, and Minions, and then like you see the headline here, Top Gun just won't be stopped. It can't be stopped. Tom Cruise is insane. He's just killing it right now with this. So he's doing amazing things, and so is Top Gun. Top Gun in general is doing amazing things. So Thor 4 neared a 4-5. I think it was here. Let me get back to the article. I think it was somewhere around the 498 mark. But it had a 68% drop off in week 2. So there was a lot of debate going on the internet with this today, or from over the weekend, and you had certain YouTubers, John Campia, who were making fun of other YouTubers who were kind of saying how this movie was so far, while it's profiting, and I'm not saying it's doing awful, but for a Marvel MCU movie. I mean, it's really not dominating the way that people might have thought. So for it to be where we're at right now, it had a 68% drop off. Yeah, it's making money. Right now, though, the idea of this movie making $1 billion probably won't happen. I don't think at least it will, because I see this drop-off continuing. Now, 68% drop-off, 65% drop-offs are not uncommon for movies. Even Spider-Man No Way Home had a huge drop-off, which is not uncommon. But the difference is that Spider-Man No Way Home had such a big opening weekend. Hey, Tanner. There you go, buddy. There's my boy Whiskey Banger in the chat. No Way Home had such a huge opening that their drop-off, and again, it's not uncommon for movies to have big drop-offs the second week. All that anticipation, the Thursdays and the Friday night for the major premiere week, it's normal, but for the drop-offs to be, concurrent and just drop heavily. Problem is here, this movie is not gaining the traction that people thought. And they even mentioned it here in this Deadline article, how the MCU, as they call it, is kind of just, I don't want to say it's a dying entity, because there's still a fan base there, but it's kind of dwindling. I think there's a lot of just fatigue and a lot of, the movies haven't been great. Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness was madness in general, because it was just a bad movie. Now that movie had an amazing opening week. I think that opened in the 400 millions. I don't know the exact number. That's my fault for not researching that, but it was huge. And then let's face it, it's up to 946, I think, million, which, listen, the movie made a lot of money. Doctor Strange made a ton of money. And that's fine. That's fine. And I expected it to make money. And I don't even care if you like the movie. The problem is with the MCU is that the movie quality has been terrible. The Eternals was absolute trash. No Way Home. Now, here's the kicker people don't realize. No Way Home, Spider-Man movie, when people always forget this. Yeah, it's part of the MCU, but it's a Sony property. Sony owns Spider-Man. It owns the rights to Spider-Man. It has all the most of the artistic control and how the movie's made. So, if I'm not mistaken, that Marvel or Disney only makes like a 20% or 25% profit off that. The rest goes to Sony because Sony owns the rights to Spider-Man. Hence why that movie was a success and it was a little better. Now, I'm not saying Sony does everything right. Sony made Venom, which was trash. And I like the character of Venom, but the movies were absolutely, and I love Tom Hardy. Movies were absolutely terrible. And I liked No Way Home. So I know I didn't give a review on here because I didn't have this channel yet. No Way Home was a very good movie. The nostalgia was great. They did a great job of adding in Spider-Man and all the Spider-Mans from the universe. Yeah, you got to suspend disbelief, of course, because it's insane. It's insane. But if you push all that crap away, it was a good movie. It started off with the typical MCU, let's make a joke every 30 seconds. And it was like, oh God, what the hell is happening here? This movie's going to suck. I don't want to watch this. And I'd say after the first 30 minutes, I was like, oh God, I'm worried about this. I got my kid with me. She loves Andrew Garfield and that's Spider-Man. And, I'm like, this movie's terrible. Now, she's not thinking the way I am watching the movie. My wife, I kind of warned that it might be that way with the Marvel movies. Everything's a joke these days, nothing serious. And when you do have serious scenes, they just don't last long. There's no weight to them. Anyway, so I was really surprised No Way Home turned out the way it did. I thought it turned really, really dark at one point. And so overall, it ended up being very good. I was actually surprised. It did well, and I was very happy with it. Overall, I was good. And that movie, it was good. The Venom movie came out, I think, after No Way Home. Terrible. And I mean bad. Venom was bad. I don't know how the hell this movie made money. People were like tweeting about it, going, oh my God, this is the most fun I've had in the movies. Now listen, if you say the movie's fun, I thought Tango and Cash was fun, right, Tanner? I thought Tango and Cash was a fun movie. It's stupid. It's a stupid, dumb popcorn flick movie. The difference is, though, at least you had characters with charisma. Stallone, Russell, their characters were great in the movie. It was funny. It didn't try to take itself too seriously. Venom was just stupid. They brought Carnage in the most ridiculous way possible. It was dumb. After that, you had the Eternals, and then you had Black Widow, which was a disappointment. Like after Phase 3, I think this is in Phase 4. Phase 3 has been Phase 4 has been terrible. The Eternals was a bomb. Shang-Chi, okay. No, it wasn't really a good movie. It might have been the people. I don't know. This is all during the pandemic too, so they lost a lot of viewership and money to Disney because they put these movies and shows on Disney Plus and all. My thing was Tanner, Tango and Cat. Here we go. And this is what I agree with. Tango and Cash was a lot of fun. Like you said, they didn't take it seriously. It was over the fun top movie. And there's the difference. It knew what it was. You knew going into this movie from the trailer when it came out, when you heard about it, it's going to be an action movie with two action stars. And I like Kurt Russell and I love Stallone. We all know that. But Tanner was right. It was just one of those movies. I mean, Tanner and I talk about this. Maybe in the future podcast, we're going to have a movie podcast about this coming up eventually. Is that there's a fine line to liking dumb movies. And listen, my father loves Hudson Hawk. It's a movie with Danny Aiello and Bruce Willis. If you know what Hudson Hawk is, it might be one of the worst movies ever made. But my father finds it the most entertaining thing he's seen, and God bless him. But the movie knows what it is. It's just this over-the-top satire dumb comedy. And you know what the funny thing is? When you watch it, you go, this movie sucks, but you can't stop watching it. It's hilarious. So there's a lot of that. And again, you get to Thor Love and Thunder, where you have the male characters just turn into a bunch of wimps, and the women come to save the day. And again, I'm not saying this to be misogynist, but this is where the Marvel universe is going now. Thor's been finding himself for like 15 movies now. It's enough. You're a god. Get over it. Use your ability. And then some of the plot stuff in this movie was ridiculous. How she became Thor. I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but the 3 or 4 people that are watching this will probably never watch this movie, but I don't want to spoil it, but it's bad. But the movie is not producing at the theaters as well as people thought. Now, here's the thing. It's up to almost 500 million now. How much is the next drop-off going to be? Word of mouth is out. People don't like this movie. Critics don't really love it. The audience scores was around 79% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's not really doing as well as people thought. Now, people are like, oh, $500 million is great. Yeah, you know what? It might break even. It's not getting to Doctor Strange levels, the recent Doctor Strange movie. It's not getting there. It's just not getting there. It's not getting to, well, we know it's not even getting close to Spider-Man. It's not going to get to Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness level. So where is this movie going to range at? Now, if it's 500, almost at 500 now, could it get to 6, the 650s, the 7s? Probably. It'll make some money, if anything. I mean, it might break even, or it'll just make some money. And that's fine. Marvel knows that this movie's not doing well. Marvel's not stupid. It's a Disney property, so Disney's not stupid. They know that this stuff is not doing as well as it used to. The problem is that they're going to keep pushing this crap, and then they got to add the identity politics into their movies, which we know is insane. People are getting tired of it. It's not necessary, and audiences are getting really sick of it. And let's face it, audiences are getting tired of this crap. It's the same with their Disney shows. The Star Wars, the Obi-Wan show, which I got to tell you something, the viewership for Obi-Wan was not as great as everybody thought it was after looking at some of the numbers this today. I heard my boy Nerdrotic, he doesn't know me, but I love him, on talking on his channel about some of their numbers. There's a lot of, like, it's not as high as you would think, and that had Darth Vader in it. Obi-Wan versus Vader, and they screwed it up. Stupid messaging, the broke canon. I advised Tanner about a Whiskey Banger. I'm going to call him Whiskey Banger from now on. Whiskey Banger about this, my co-host on the Whiskey and Cannolis podcast. They you know, the whole thing with Princess Leia and how she knew him. Oh, it was just the stupidest thing I've ever heard of in my life. So Disney's not doing themselves any favors with these dumb movies or their TV shows. Miss Marvel, yeah, it's the highest rated Disney Plus show of all time, 98%. But the viewership is literally not even in the top 10 anymore. It stinks. Nobody cares about this show. They hid it behind Kenobi because they know that the show stinks. I mean, what else can you say about this stuff? Disney has no idea what the hell they're doing. Their stock is still, I think it went down and slightly back up over the weekend, and it went back, maybe evened out today. I don't know what the hell's going on. And then, you know, in the entertainment industry now, you have the woke Game of Thrones prequel coming out, The House of Dragons, and then you have I don't even know anymore. Like, I'm getting so tired of it. And again, this is why I'm so happy that people like Eric July, Ripa, Young Ripa, and the Ripaverse are doing so well with their funding for a new comic book universe. And the poor guy's still getting crap over it. It's such bullshit. What's happening to that guy? He's taking it in stride. He's doing great. He's doing great. He's killing it in the industry. He's going to be successful. The guy is genuine, and I wish him nothing but the best. So I don't understand where. And I think, like I said, Disney knows this. People on YouTube have been talking about this, and around people who know people in the industry. Disney's not unaware of what's going on with their TV shows and movies not performing the way they want, or the word of mouth. Then you got, people like Simon Pegg today, who was on Jim and Sam Roberts show on Sirius XM talking about Star Wars fandom is toxic and Star Trek is more inclusive. And it's like, Simon, you were made popular for having videos out there making fun of Jar Jar Binks, and then you're apologizing for it. You know what that means? You know what that tells everybody? You're fake. And I like Simon Pegg. I love him in the... What the hell shirt is that? Okay, I'm going to have to stand up again. This is my kid got it for me. It says, "Hey, you dropped this." And it's somebody's brain, because that's how I feel about society these days. You got it now, Tim? Thank you. So anyway, I'm just kind of like, I'm just curious what people think about this. I mean, the Thor movie, I think, is going to end up not performing the way people want, because Disney just got this crappy bullshit agenda of changing things and doing things the way they want. This is not what the fans want. And if you say the fans are toxic, then you're stupid. Now, I'm not saying there's not toxic fans. Shirt is fire. Thanks, Tim. I'm gonna put that up there, because I do agree with you. Shirt is amazing. My kid picks out great shirts. She got me a Batman shirt the other day. A couple of weeks ago, she got me what was it? There's one that says sarcasm. This is the language I speak. She does great. She goes shopping with my wife. She comes home with random shirt. Now that I lost all this weight, I can actually wear normal size shirts. So I just buy shirts. These stupid little pop culture shirts and these. This is great. This is my favorite new shirt. She did good. So anyway, yeah, like I don't understand what the hell the logic of thinking is here with these industries, these movie industries, these TV industries. That's why. Yeah, I'm happy people are starting their own comic book universes. I'm happy that Daily Wire is making movies. I'm happy. This is what has to happen. Put your money where your mouth is. I am nobody. I'm just a little, well, not little. You know what I mean. Just some guy starting a YouTube channel. That should be whose thing, Tim? What are you talking about? That should be his thing. Oh, we're just wearing stupid shirts. Yeah, Jamie had brought that up. My wife had brought Mrs. Sasquatch. I'm going to call her Mrs. Sasquatch from now on. Or do I call her Mrs. Cannoli? Leave a comment, dude. Thanks, Tim. I appreciate that. Should it be Mrs. Cannoli or Mrs. Sasquatch? What sounds better to you people? Because I don't know. I'm just, again, just tired of this whole industry of everything Sasquatch. Okay. So anybody listening in the comments right now, I got 5 people in here, which is probably the most I've ever had. All 5 people. Is there anything that you want to comment on? Leave questions in about anything. It could be about anything. Leave questions in the comments and I will read them aloud or show them on the screen if I choose to do that, if they're good comments. I know Tim's got questions. I know you got questions because you're full of. Caller her the shell if you know what I'm talking about. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Tim won't come on here. I've tried to get Tim on this podcast. How do you feel about the polar bear? All right, Tim. So I know not everybody's interested in baseball, but everybody knows me. I'm a Met fan, big Met fan. Grew up a Met fan. Living in New York. I wasn't happy about how he ended. I mean, he kind of died out quickly. Ramirez went absolutely nuts, hitting 31 home runs in the first round or two. Polar Bear looked tired. He looked tired. I think he was trying too hard. The shell of the cannoli. So anyway, it is what it is. Listen, the guys, just let him rest. I wanted to see him three-peat, but the guy's still an animal. Soto looks like won the home run derby. The notification I'm getting. Soto's a beast. Tim, this is why you need to be on the show. Juan Soto, I want as a Met next year, and the Mets have the means and the money. So we'll get into that another time. If Tim would come on the show and talk baseball with me, I got Tanner in football. We're good, and Tim can talk football with us. Tanner's the football guy. We'll talk college football a lot in the future. Tim can help us out with that, but I need a baseball guy with me. Any other questions in the comments? Leave them. About anything. It could be pop culture. Could be about the goddamn weather. Tim wants my filling. I'm going to put this on here. I don't know what the hell this means. Are you saying you want my cannoli filling? Look at this. How do you feel about the draft, the baseball draft? I thought the Mets did very well. I was reading a lot about this catcher they got, and the shortstop. Shortstop was a little baffling to me because I know he's young, but you have Lindor there for the next 9 years, so I don't know where you put this kid. But they talk maybe center field for him. The catcher, Panana, whatever his name is, I'm sorry, I forgot, is a monster hitter. The kid is just a beast with the ball. He's going to hit a lot of home runs. He's going to play first base and DH a lot. You have this kid Alvarez right now who's going to probably be coming up by next year for the Mets. So overall, I think they did well. They're not going to – the thing is with the Mets, they're probably not going to pick at this low in the draft, or they're in the middle of the draft, 11th and 14th. They're a better team this year. They're going to spend a lot of money in the future. They're going to probably be competitive for a while. They're just like every other good team. They're not going to be picking lower in the draft. But they have a ton of pool money, so it benefited them here. I'm happy with what the Mets did. I think they did a good job, and I think if these kids develop, man, the Mets are going to have some. Well, the thing is, too, is like you have Alonso at first base and DH. I don't know where you put these people. It's very interesting to me. There's a lot of theories about Alvarez, who's a stud catcher for the Mets, who might get traded for Soto. I don't know what the hell's going to happen, but it'll be interesting. We'll see where it goes. We'll see where it goes, but I'm happy. I know the Diamondbacks, I know you're a Diamondback fan, Tim. They did pretty well. More outfielders. I think you have, the most outfielders in the history of baseball between what you drafted yesterday and then what you already had in the farm system for Arizona. But they're loaded with outfielders. It's insane. But if you ever need a team of outfielders, go look at the Diamondbacks farm system. Would I want Soto if it costs you DeGrom? I'll tell you what. And again, I know people are watching this are not baseball fans. You're going to be bored. You might check out. Don't check out. Just stick with it. I'm going to talk more about other subjects here soon. Please stick with it. I love Jacob DeGrom. People who know Jacob DeGrom, when he's healthy, the best pitcher in baseball. The problem with Jacob DeGrom is he's not healthy for long. When he plays in a season, the last 2 seasons, the guy, he's been on the DL. He's still coming back from a major injury. I think that if the Mets were to offer Jacob DeGrom a big contract, they're nuts. They're nuts. He's going to see what Scherzer got. He's going to see what guys like who's the guy that got suspended from the Dodgers? Trevor Bauer got. Stephen Cohen's got money. The Mets owner is the richest owner in all of sports, not just baseball, all of sports, people. All of sports. So he's got money to spend. I don't think he's going to spend it incorrectly, especially with DeGrom. Hey, listen. If I'm being honest, and DeGrom comes back and gets hurt again, I don't know what I do. 1-year deal with an option for a 2? Are you giving DeGrom a big contract? Think about it. It's insane to think that you would give a player a big contract who's a pitcher with a history of arm issues, and he's going to be 35 years old, I think, next year. No, I'm sorry. I love DeGrom. You got to be realistic. I'm a realistic fan. I'm not one of these stupid shill fans that just kisses the Mets' ass. What if? Hey, listen, I would not be mad if he went to the Yankees. There's talk about him going to the Braves, 2 teams that I can't. Not that I can't. Yeah, I can't stand them. If he went there, he went there. Knowing the way my luck is as a Met fan or Mets in general, Mets lore in general, their history. If he went to one of the teams that I hate, one of the rivals, Braves, Yankees, he'd be great. Could he pitch in Yankee Stadium? That would be very interesting. But I'll be very interested to see where that money goes. It's going to be a very interesting offseason. Mets are an old team. They're I think they're the oldest team in baseball because they're trying to win now. You got to respect the owner for it. He went for it. And that's why they're trying to build the farm system and their international system. But they have money and resources. They'll be okay. I would probably not be happy if he went to the Yankees. Could you imagine the chaos in New York with the media and the sports talk? It would be insane. It would be insane. So I know as far as sports goes, we got the text from Tanner today. What is it, Tanner? 40 days till college football starts, or Nebraska's in Ireland. There's a lot going on between now and September. It's kind of like I know for Tanner especially, it's a dead period for me. And Mets are in the playoff race. They're winning the division. They're probably going to be in the playoff race. This is one of those times a year that the dog days of baseball are coming up. And if you're not a baseball fan and you're just waiting for football, I get it. It's impatient. You got to be really patient. because you're waiting whether you like the NFL, which is garbage, or college football, which is okay. No, I like college football. I love college football, but it's just the game's changing. But yeah, in general, 40 days to Nebraska football. How do you feel about Rocker at 3? Kumar, I was surprised that he went to 3. I know why the Mets passed up on him. I don't have a problem with what the Mets did. Maybe they could have went about it a little better, but yeah. And listen, if Kumar succeeds with Texas, good for him. 40 days for Nebraska football. Tanner, I know that you're excited for Nebraska. Listen, I want the Mets. This is what I want. This is what I love. When the Mets do well and they're playing into the fall, they're in a playoff hunt. Football starts. I don't watch the NFL as much as I used to because I can't stand all the bullshit in the NFL and the quality of play sucks. I still root for the Giants. Then you got Penn State, Nittany Lions football, who I root for in college, just college football in general. It's very exciting. It's a good time here. And when your baseball team is doing good, like think about this. Going into September, into October, your baseball team's in the hunt. You have the possibility of, you're watching football on Saturdays and Sundays, and then you got the Met game on the other team, and they're fighting for the division or a wild card. It's the best time of the year. Even Tanner, I think, would admit that he's not a baseball fan. He hates the sport, but I think he is, as part of a fandom, would understand how exciting it is to have your baseball team and watching your football teams, college and pro, at the same time. Sometimes on the same day. You know what I mean? Mets are a game behind or ahead of a team in the division, or they're fighting for that last playoff. So that's great. It's great. So I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully the Mets can hold out. Tim says, Tanner, I have a bet for you. I say a non-SEC team wins the Natty. Oh, God. Good luck with that one. That conference is loaded. SEC is ridiculous. We talked about this on the first podcast we did a little bit. We'll talk more college football in the future. But, yeah, SEC is loaded. And I think and you know what, Tim? You never know. You never know. So how is everybody else doing on Monday? I don't know who all 4 people are watching right now, but I appreciate this. I did a stupid stream earlier today watching the home run derby with a shoe rack behind me. It was just a bad idea. My wife smacked me in the head. She goes, what are you doing? What are you doing? You got a shoe rack in the background? So I set this up. Like I said, this is going to be kind of my future setup. Not high quality. It's not the best, but it's what I got for now. And it's the quality of the content. So that's me. And then when I have Tanner on, it'll be him, Whiskey Banger, doing our podcast. I don't think it's that bad. Yeah, so what else is everybody up to on this Monday? I know it's a Monday. It's a start to the week. It sucks. I know. We got any big plans for the weekend? Listen, July is flying by. We're going to be towards the end of the month pretty soon. I don't know what that means for everybody. It's just a weird time right now. I see Tim, not high quality, not the best, but that sounds like a perfect description for, you're not, listen, I can't lie. Tim's an ass sometimes, but he's not wrong. Got to give the short man props when he's right. But I want you to remember, Tim. There you go. He really is short. And he'll tell you he's short. You don't know Tim. Tim is a friend of ours. I got to get him on the show. The guy is such a personality. He'd be great. But he's afraid to come on. He doesn't want to talk. He doesn't want to hang with the big boys. And I mean big, like, because we're tall. Tanner and I are tall. He's short and pudgy. But he's adorable. He's like a panda. It's like an Asian panda. Well, aren't pandas Asian? Yeah. I just want to hug the guy and just, rub his belly. Sounds weird, but he's adorable. Just want to pick him up and just kind of, hey, buddy. So, yeah, I want to get more people on here eventually. I like doing these streams. I got to figure out how to make stupid content videos. I know everybody's like content short. I don't know how to save videos to make shorts. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Like these live streams I do more often because I think they're just easier for me. Overall, I need you to do a GIF. Good luck finding someone that moves and shakes like this. Oh, the I can't show it on here because I'll get a copyright claim, but it's the scene from The Wedding Singer. Oh God, what's the actor's name? Jim Levitz? And he does that thing where he Adam Sandler's looking for a wedding singer or a replacement for the wedding. I forgot what it is, but it's been a while since I've seen the movie. And then he just does that thing where he's like, "Can you shake like this? Like this?" Something like that. Does he shake like that? I don't know what it is. Tim, you know what it is. Can he move like this? It's a great gif. It's a great scene. It's a good movie. I like that movie. I'm gonna sass up his background when he has. Oh yeah, wife. The wife, Mrs. Again. Now I gotta ask my wife: is it Mrs. Sasquatch or Mrs. CannoliSasquatch? You gotta have the cannoli in there, I think, right? Because it's only natural. I don't know. Mrs. Sasquatch? It's kind of insulting though. Like, do you want to be known as a Mrs.? Like, I'm okay with being called a CannoliSasquatch. Mrs. Sasquatch though? I don't know. It's kind of weird, right? So anyway, all right. So John Lovitz, that's the guy from The Wedding Singer. John Lovitz, thank you. So apparently, yeah, you know what? That's a great point. Tanner named me. He named Tim the other day. What did you name him, Tim? Tanner, what did you name Tim the other day? What did he name you? It was like the meatball Asian panda meatball. I forget. My memory is terrible. It was a great nickname though, and I think it's perfect for Tim, my buddy Tim, because he is short and round. Short round. Well, that's taken. That's Indiana Jones, Temple of Doom, which is not the best Indiana Jones movie. The best Indiana Jones movie, the Filipino meatball. That is you. You are the Filipino meatball. That's perfect for you. That is so perfect for you. Ah, it's so good. So good. Yeah, so I mean, we no, and again, getting back to that Indiana Jones thing, the first Indiana Jones movie was the best. Tim doesn't know it. I don't think Tim, have you ever seen the I want to know. Well, you know what? I want to find out. I gotta find out how to put a poll up in this thing. I know I could do a poll to see everybody's favorite movie. Now, what's 4 people? I don't think I got to figure that out eventually. Where you could put a poll up. Tim is Tanner and I have this problem with Tim where he's not into the pop culture stuff much. He is Asian, so his parents forced him to do math when he was young. It's not his fault. It's not a knock on Asian people. That's actually a great thing that you guys are so smart with math. But it's pretty true. Indiana Jones trilogy is pretty good. The 4th one with the crystal skull shit and Shia LaBeouf and the bad CGI was a terrible movie. Concept was like the idea of the movie. Yeah, aliens, cool, but it was stupid. The movie was stupid. I wanted to walk out of the movie. I don't know why I went to see it. A buddy of mine wanted to see it. I think it was drunk. It was a dare. Hey, go see this movie, or I'm like, all right, whatever. I don't. See, Tim's very good at math. He is good at math. This is what I'm saying. It's an Asian thing. It's not a bad thing. I mean, I'm Italian. I'm good at not many things actually, but good at yelling, using my hands when I talk. I don't know. Italians are good at like building, just things. Eating food. Tim, do my math homework. Yeah, I tell you what. Can you come when it's time for Juliana? Oh, I'm sorry. That's just rude of me. I'm gonna get that off there. When it's time to do Juliana's math homework, can you come over and do that for us, Tim? Because I might need you. I am good at the tech stuff, like you got fixing my sauces. I got it, Tim. I never tasted your sauce, and I don't mean like your. Never mind. Your like spaghetti sauce. Your sauce. No. Well, you know what? We could FaceTime you and do math homework with Juliana because she's not good at math. I'm not good at math. Jamie's not good at math. I'm not afraid to admit it. I can eat a cannoli. I can fix things around the house, like with technical stuff. I can have you up and running with freaking apps and, I mean, this stuff. I can't do math. You should see me at work. I got to use the calculator on my phone. It's embarrassing. I can't figure out what 40% of $100 is to pay people. It's insane. We're going to do a cook-off. Okay, so people, ladies and gentlemen, listening to this, we're going to have a cook-off. Non-Italian people are making spaghetti sauce, and I am the judge. That's where being an Italian comes in handy, right? My boy Tim here is going to make his version of a spaghetti sauce. Tanner's going to make... Now, Tanner's wife is Italian, and she's a great cook, and so is he, though. I mean, is it safe to say Tanner's a better cook than Cassie? I don't know. That's between them. That's nothing to do with me. But we're going to have a cook-off, and we're going to live stream this. I'm going to be the judge, and I feel bad because I'm going to have to pick a winner, and the loser is going to cry and go home, and feel bad about themselves. I'm going to be honest. I'll be honest. There you go. You're right, Tim. Tim always asks me, I don't know, he's always losing connection with his ear pods, his buds. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. I used to work with this guy, and every 5 minutes he'd come up to me and be like, hey, oh, I'm sorry. No, my earbuds disconnected the Bluetooth. What are you doing with this stuff where you're making it disconnect? Mine are connected for years without disconnecting. What the hell are you doing? I don't know. I always fix it for him, though. Yes, my wife, Mrs. CannoliSasquatch. Yes, you're a great cook. I know you're a great cook. But this is about me. I want to be, well, I mean, technically you could be a judge, but I mean, they want me to, I don't know. We could do both. I can't make dinner, no, unless you want people to just in the house start dropping. Sal Manila, my friend Sal Manila, you get him? Tanner is gonna be depressed when he gets beat by a sub 5'7" person. I mean, yeah, Tanner, are you going to take that from him? Hey, listen, I'm all about the cook. I love sauce. I love it. Ask my wife. We're doing this keto diet thing. I was not able to eat tomato sauce. I still don't a lot, but I will for this occasion. I'll break my fast for this, and I'll go all the way. I even eat meat. I'll even eat meat. A little bit of the red meats, which I don't eat anymore in this, because I can't wait. I can't wait. Yeah, we can have the wives be judges. We'll be fair. I won't be fair. I'll probably be fair. I know the women will be fair. I might not be, actually, though. The women will be. Well, this can kind of be a date. Right? We're out of the house. I don't know. What my wife, Mrs. Sasquatch is going crazy. She wants me to take her on a date. I know. We're going to go. We're going to go. We'll go on a date. Once I get into this new stupid office and settle in, we'll go on a date. It's time. We need a night, like a nice. We're gonna need it probably night out after daughter's starting high school for the first time. I'm not ready for this shit. I'm not ready. We're gonna all of us take the women on a date, like an adult. Me, you. No, I want to go. Nah, I'm tired. That's why I don't look thrilled. I'm thrilled. No, I want to go out. I do. So I think what Tim is suggesting is we just all go on a date. Like all the women and the men go on a date. Is that what you're kind of? Whiskey Banger does put good restaurant. Listen, I'm okay. I'll find anything to eat that I can protein wise. There's pretty much keto style stuff everywhere. Tim's with me. Tim might not be as strict as I am, but he's a keto master. He did this long before I did. We'll find stuff. So we'll see. Yeah, we'll go on a date. And then we'll have our own night. We'll do both. We'll have our night alone, and then we'll go to with them. We'll have like an adult night out too. That'll be fun. I'm looking forward to that. It's a thing with me. I get really in these weird. I get in my head. I get in these weird moods where I just don't want to leave the house. I hate people, which is really bad. Not that I hate people. I hate stupid people. I don't like. Am I going to live stream the date? I actually brought that up as a joke. And Jamie thought I was serious. Mrs. Sasquatch thought I was actually serious about that. I don't think I'd live stream it, but But we'll go. No, Tim, I'm not kidding. Tanner, Cassie, if you're listening to this, I know it's hard. Some of the schedules are always a little off with everybody. I'm down. You want to go on a full adult date night? I'll leave the kid home. I got cameras in the house. What she can do? She burns the house down. Nothing I can do about it. I call the cops. I get her out of the house. I talk to her. Hey, get out. Go. Neighbor comes in. The OnlyFans, I wanted someone in the house, Mrs. Sasquatch preferably, to do, well, no, her only, to do an OnlyFans. I need new equipment. I need a new computer. I need a new car eventually. So, yeah. For a month or two, just to save up some money, sure, why not? Why not? I don't see a problem with that. Do you? I don't see a problem with that. What's wrong with it? No, I mean, listen. Just flash some boobs. Give me $2,000. I get a nice computer, so I don't have to use this crappy laptop to do these streams. You do it for like maybe 6 months. Give me some money for a new car, preferably a truck. I'm good. You can quit. Who wants to see what I've got? Well, I don't mind. I don't mind. So yeah. Anyway, I mean, so now look what just happened in this stream here. We have dates planned in the future now. See, we're problem solvers. Dates planned. OnlyFans accounts to get money in the house, to get buy equipment, and to help out with this. I mean, Tim's not wrong. Tim's not wrong. I have thought about it for a while. No, I haven't. Are you kidding me? No. Daughter's posting shit I can't post on this thing because it's ridiculous. And no, that will not happen. Because first of all, you're not of age, dummy. And that's just disgusting. And then now Tim and Tanner and I are going to have to hurt people. Yeah, thank you, Tim. Wasn't that ridiculous? Who says shit like this? Freaking kids. Too much TikTok, man. Listen, social media is out of control. TikTok is bad. That's where these kids got. I weep for the future, man. And she's starting high school soon. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready for once she became a teenager, I wasn't ready. High school. Now the next thing is driving. Listen, I'm going on this strict 18 years old is when you start to actually drive. You'll start learning you're going to take classes. You're going to go to defensive driving classes. You're going to go to instructional classes. And then maybe when you're 18, you'll drive a car. Maybe. I want to do what my uncle did in New Jersey. He got a Tesla for to help his kid learn. I mean, it sounds crazy, but it worked. It's a safe car. You tell it what to do. It's got airbags and safety features and cameras. You can keep track. I like the idea as a safety thing. When do we get to do the Bad Boys 2 Reggie? The Bad Boys 2 Reggie scene, and even though the movie was terrible, was a funny scene, and that's probably, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go YouTube the Bad Boys 2 Reggie date scene. And that's probably going to be me and Tanner and Tim. We might get arrested, but, it might be worth it. It might be worth it. My daughter, I don't want her to date. You think I want her to? I don't want her to. No, at least stay in the house. It's safe here. You got games. But the problem is they have their phones. If you have your phone, you got TikTok, and you got these outlets to millions of people. It's not like it used to be when I was a kid. Watching Thundercats. Well, maybe not at 14. Yeah, maybe. Watching Thundercats and Voltron. 3 channels. You had to get up and turn the damn knob. If the knob broke off the TV, you had to get tweezers and go in there and do the thing. And it was a different world. I tell my kid about how we used to rent movies. You should see her face. Like, what? You didn't just talk to Siri and it gave you a movie or a music? No. We actually had to think after work. Who remembers this? Going to Blockbuster Video on a Friday night, fighting your way, maybe right after work at 5 o'clock, whenever you got off, and you fought your way to Blockbuster Video, and you're waiting, and you're looking through all the new movies and the popular movies you couldn't get for weeks. But when somebody dropped off a movie in that bin, you hear it, and you're just rushing over, and the guy and the people, no, wait, we're going to put it on the thing here. It was a great moment. Look at it, movie posters, popcorn. What a different world. And then you'd go Saturday morning if you couldn't get the movie you wanted, and then you found it. It was like winning the lottery. You're holding that box in your hand like, I got it. Even if the movie sucked, you're still like, I got it. The adventure, the anticipation, the patient. Who remembers going to buy CDs and actual DVDs when they came out? Remember when you had to wait on Tuesdays to go to Best Buy or wherever, Target or wherever, to buy a CD? After school, boom, right to Best Buy to buy a favorite CD, a CD I wanted. Days are gone. Now it's like, hey, Siri, give me blah, 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 blah. And it's like, well, okay. And, you know, if Siri understands what you're saying because she's a little stupid. We're a different world, man. No pay. I think that's missing in the world, man. That whole mystery and anticipation, patience, and waiting for something, and the thrill of having to wait. And then if you don't get it, it's great. It's a great it's a great life lesson. You don't get what you want, you have to go back and get it, or wait and be patient. Nowadays, it's impossible. I go to Netflix, everything's there. I go to iTunes, everything's there. I go to YouTube Music, everything is there. It's insane. No, you're not going to date ever. When do we? Okay, so what is Tim saying here? They can't try to arrest us. Keyword no. No, we're not getting arrested because we'll hide. You can hide. I can't hide. I'm too big to hide. You'll hide. You can go anywhere. Go under a table. Nobody's going to find you. I'm prepared to Jules, I am prepared to go back to prison. They will never find your dates. All right. Yeah, I remember Mrs. Sasquatch is right. We would go to islands on Tatum and where was that? Tatum and the Paradise Valley Mall area. I'm bad with areas. I've lived here 40 years and I still don't know what the hell. I remember doing that. We go to Blockbuster. There was a Best Buy near there. We'd rent a movie. I mean, those were the good old days, man. I understand how great it is now. You can get anything you want on a whim. It sounds great. It is, you know, it's got its perks, but it's there's something missing. I do miss the days of having to actually search out stuff. But we're in a different time now. We're in the information age, as they say. The memories of busting out the CD holder. Yeah, you had to break. You came in this big thing, and then you had to rip open the cardboard, and the CD had plastic around it and wrapped in this whatever the hell shit, and you ripped it open, and you scissors, and you broke the plastic part of the CD, and then you hope the CD didn't break, and then you had to find a new case for it. That was all part of the fun. Now, what is this? Oh, okay, boom. And you know what happens? You lose interest because you had to fight to get that CD out. You cut yourself getting a CD out of a case. You literally cut yourself. You're dying. You're dead. You died. But it was worth dying. It was worth bleeding out because you're like, I got it. This is awesome. I waited a year for this. 2 years. I got the CD out. Yeah, I cut an artery. There's some blood on the rug. It'll be fixed. Wrap that shit up and let's go. I'm going to put the CD in. The problem is when the CDs got scratched, you're kind of screwed. You just go buy another one. And CDs weren't cheap when they first came out. Not like now. Who remember calling to see what time the movies were and then hoping they had to... Yeah, Movie Phone. Remember Movie Phone? You remember Movie Phone? Movie Phone was the best. You didn't have the internet yet. You call up the number, whatever the fuck it was, 1-800-MOVIE-PHONE. Like, hello, welcome to Movie Phone. You always press the wrong button. Or like at the time, I think they started using that voice shit where you say something and it didn't understand you, so it went back to the menu and when you're trying to get a time. But it was great. And it would tell you if the movie was sold out. It would tell you Tim's right. It was great. You hope they had, you're right, the anticipation. You didn't have like an app like you have now where you go and see how many people are sitting and have assigned seating. You just hoped you had a popular movie was out. You get up to the window and they tell you, yeah, it's 80% full. Do you still want to go in? Fuck yeah, I want to go in. I'll sit in front of the TV in the back or in front of the projector. I don't give a shit. Now it's like there's just that anticipation is completely wiped away now. The youth of this country has no idea what it was like. I know I sound like that old man. Back in my parents do this. Oh, back in my day, blah, blah, blah. It's inevitable. You're going to become your parents eventually. And my kid's going to say shit about this generation to her kids. Why do you not have purple hair? Why are you not woke? Her kids are going to go, why are you not woke enough? You didn't do enough for inclusion. which is fucking insanity. But hey, you know, that's what's going to happen. This generation is going to get told that they're not doing enough. And the old generation is going to go, you know, back in my day, it was better. And then my generation is going to go, no, it all sucks. It all sucks. It always it's been terrible for the last 30. It's a cycle. It's a cycle. So it's getting close. I am old, and it is getting close to my bedtime. During the week, I can't stay up late, man. I don't know I don't know what the hell. Some people stay up to 11, 12 o'clock.
Me staying up till 6.
And my kids stay 6 o'clock. No, my wife's getting up for work at 6 o'clock. Well, she's leaving almost at 6 o'clock in the morning. My kid's going up the stairs. I'm going to bed. Stayed up all night. Hey, listen, teenager. It's the summer. She's only got 2 weeks of this left. Take advantage of it. Whatever. I used to do it. I used to stay up late playing video games or hanging with my friends. This is what it's about as a teenager. I still don't understand why these kids are starting school August 3rd. I mean, it's insane. But it's cool. It's cool, right? I don't know. Yeah, but I do miss those days. I do miss the days of just being able to, I don't know, just a mystery of things. The movie phone was a good one. I forgot about that. Yeah, just going somewhere and hoping it's just a different world. You didn't have apps to tell you where to go, what to do. So anyway, we're going to kind of wind down here in a minute. I did an hour. It's about usually my usual area of an hour. I could do more eventually. If I had a guest, like when I do a retainer, we could probably do more eventually. I like going long with these things, especially if people bring up comments and stuff. It's like, you know, I can bring up subjects. I wanted to talk about the Thor Love and Thunder, Love and Blunder of Disney is just a shit show. And I'm glad things won't change. I think there is a culture change. Now to get back on this real quick, there's a culture change. I feel a shift. People are getting so tired of all this bullshit, all this ideology, and all these people who are writers and producers and directors now putting their ideals and ideas into their movies and shows now because they think it's important. Nobody gives a shit. No, I don't want to see your projection of what you think the world should look like in a movie and a TV show. Oh, this is what the real world looks like. No, the fucking real world to you is you're in La La Land, buddy. There's no real world. Go out and actually see what it's like out of your Hollywood bubble. See what it's like for working people every day. Nobody gives a shit about this stuff because we're busy. We have problems, real problems in the world. But hey, what am I? I'm just an idiot on YouTube who's got 5-6 people watching, and I love you people for doing that. I had up to 6 people. I think it's a record. As I'm drinking this AHA is good stuff, man. I'm gonna product placement. So I hope this turned out well. I know it's getting kind of late for some people here. I know on the East Coast it's really late if anybody was watching back there. I am very happy that I was able to do this tonight. Better than the shoe rack baseball home run derby stream from before. I got rid of that. I erased that shit. We don't need that in my life. So I'm probably going to bounce out here in a minute. It's been fun, Tim. It's great with the comments. But I got to get you on this show. So, again, I appreciate you coming on for the quick stream. I'm going to talk to Whiskey Banger about doing another show, probably maybe this weekend. I don't know when, though. I might have some plans Saturday night, but we can always record before and have it come out later that day or on a Friday or a Sunday even maybe. I don't know. But it's been fun. Again, just to recap, Thor sucks. Disney sucks. And yeah, I kind of like doing these solo streams. They're fun. Hope this gains traction. My wife wants a date. Mrs. CannoliSasquatch wants a date. We're going to go on a date. Relax. And that's pretty much it now. So I am going to bounce. Hey, listen, it's been great. You guys are awesome. You want some cool... Come to CannoliSasquatch for great content like this. I do a lot more live than I do just short videos because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I hope this came out well. I hope the lighting was good. The background was good. This is kind of like I said, an average laptop. It's going to be what I'm going to be doing in the future for now. Not happy about it, but it is what it is. It's better than nothing, which is what I have in my brain, in my head. See? Carrying it here. But other than that, I love you all. Seriously, thanks for the support. For this new endeavor. Jeez, I can't talk. Endeavor. I appreciate the support. I know I have some subscribers out there that might not be watching, but will later. I hope this gains traction. I hope it becomes something. I got copyright claimed a few times already. So yeah, I'm doing something right? If YouTube's catching that. You're not a real YouTuber unless you get copyright claimed and have to fix it and then wait 10 days for them to fix it. And then you have to go in and argue with them as to why you needed to fix it and why you shouldn't have. It's a mess. But I'm having fun doing these streams. It's good therapy for me. After a stressful work day, this was great. I absolutely love you guys. I wish you nothing but the best in life, except Tim. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So again, CannoliSasquatch out, and I will talk to you later.